Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So I have some exciting new plants to share with you. I actually went plant shopping yesterday and I went to two garden centres. First I went to Dobbies, and normally Dobbies doesn't disappoint. I usually find something, but for some reason there just wasn't anything there that I fancied. It was all the sort of standard common plants that I'd seen before and I didn't really fancy anything. So then we went to Webb's Garden Centre and I did actually manage to find three amazing plants that I really love. The first one that I got is a Philodendron scandens, also known as the heartleaf philodendron, and I've been on the lookout for one of these for a while. I wanted to kind of grow it up a pole, and I've heard that it's fast growing, and yeah, I've just had my eye out for one. They're very inexpensive. This is just the normal green one, but I've just been looking for a nice specimen, you know, a nice healthy one. This one looks nice and healthy. I'm not seeing any pests, and there are quite a few plants in the pot too, so yeah, it's quite a nice full plant and it's got lots of new growth. So I finally got one of these, which is really good. And I think that one was $8.99. I think I may have got a discount as well on the reward card or something, but I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I'm quite excited to have this one. This is the one that Philodendron Brazil comes from. Philodendron Brazil has just got the stripes on it. In fact, a few of these did have some, this one hasn't, but a few of the plants in the shop had a few sort of classic Philodendron Brazil leaves, but then they must have grown out green, so they're selling them as just Philodendron scandens. Maybe they were reverted ones or something, but yeah, excited to grow this one. As I say, I know it's really common and everything, but I think it's sometimes the most simple plants are the nicest, and yeah, I just really love this one. I think it's really lush and healthy, nice and green, and well, that sounds a bit obvious, doesn't it, nice and green, but you know, sometimes you get some specimens that are looking a bit sickly, and this one just looked really nice and healthy to me. And obviously when I'm picking up a new plant, a nice healthy plant is exactly what I'm looking for. So I am excited to grow this. I'm probably not going to put it on a pole straight away. I'm just going to leave it to kind of settle in first. Next is a plant that I've actually had my eye on for quite a while actually, probably since last year. And I've been seeing this one around and I've just not been sure whether I wanted it or not. And it is the Hoya Flamingo Dreams. And when I saw this particular plant, I just knew that it was time to get it. I just really love it, and I decided, yes, I do want it. And I don't know whether the leaves, it looks to me like they start out pink and then they maybe grow out to green, or do some of them come out pink and stay pink? I don't actually know whether it's one of those plants that changes as it matures, or if it keeps the pink. I don't know. I'd be really interested to know if you have this plant. You can see there's some really lovely pink margins on that one. And I really am a sucker for pink plants. I absolutely love them. And you might be thinking, why did you take so many months to decide whether you wanted a plant? Well, sometimes I do this if I'm not sure. Like sometimes I'll see a plant and I will instantly know that I want it, that I love it, but sometimes it takes a while to grow on me, and this is one of those ones that I wasn't too sure about. So the reason I tend to think about it if I'm not too sure is because it just prevents impulse buying. When we impulse buy plants, we tend to just end up with loads of plants we didn't necessarily want, and I don't want to do that. So if I'm not too sure about whether I want a plant, I will take some time to just consider whether I actually want it, look into it, all that kind of thing. And yeah, I decided that this one was worth getting, and I think this particular one, in my opinion, was the best one there, and that's why I got it. And yeah, I just think it's really pretty. It's my second Hoya. My first Hoya was the Hoya Bella. I have been doing a bit of research on the plant, as that's something I like to do. When I get a new plant, I like to kind of geek out about the plant and do some research on it. And it does sound like it's quite a slow grower. And I don't know if it's one of those ones where you get more pink if you give it more light. I'm assuming it maybe is, but you know, you guys probably know more about this than me. I know some of you have Hoyas, some of you don't like Hoyas, but yeah, I'm assuming that that's probably the case, and as I said before, I'm not sure whether the pink eventually turns green or whether sometimes you get more pink and it stays pink. I have no idea, but I'm quite excited to find out. That's half the fun with new plants, isn't it? Will I get this climbing something or will I let it trail? I do not know yet. I'll have to wait and see, but I think it's a really pretty plant and I'm really glad I got it. And this one was $14.99, which I thought was a pretty good deal for a Hoya because you often see them going for a lot. And that was another factor that made me want to buy it, because I didn't really want to buy one that was really, really expensive. But this seemed like a really good price to me, and yeah, so I decided to go for it. And yeah, with this one, I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of think I've got the basic care down, because a lot of the information I read is just saying give it bright and direct light, let it dry out, make sure it's in a well draining soil, which it probably isn't at the moment. It does have some drainage materials in there actually. Yeah, so far I'm just kind of winging it, but it seems like one of those low maintenance plants that likes to dry out between waterings. But definitely let me know what your experience is, because you know, who better to learn from than others. And then the final plant I have to share with you is actually one I've never ever seen before. This is the first time I've ever seen it. It is a Dischidia, let me check my notes, Dischidia oiantha variegata. And I've never ever seen this one before. From my research, I see that it comes in a standard green form, and this is the variegated version, so it's kind of got silvery variegation. And yeah, I just thought this was really pretty and dainty, and as soon as I saw it I knew I wanted one. And this is not a plant that I've ever seen anywhere before, so I decided to get it. There wasn't time to think about it because I may never see it again, I don't know. But yeah, I knew I liked it. Some of the leaves on the plant come out quite white, and yeah, some of them have lovely kind of margins, and I just think it's really dainty and pretty. And again, from my research, it seems like this is quite a slow grower, which is fine, but I just thought it was so dainty and beautiful. And it was $24.99, so a little bit pricier than the others, but I felt it was worth it. The pot is looking a little bit beaten up, but that's okay. I'll probably repot it at some point, obviously not straight away, but this is the only one that doesn't actually need watering. The other two are ready for water, so I'm going to give them a nice clean down. This one does have some kind of dirt on it here and there, and it could do with a bit of a clean, but I shall wait until that soil has dried out, because yeah, it likes its soil to dry out, so definitely need to be careful there. But this is my second Dischidia, and I'm loving the Dischidias. I think one of you said that they were related to Hoyas. I'm pretty sure one of you said that. Could be wrong, but I can see why. They've got kind of fleshy, semi-succulent leaves, and for that reason I think they are pretty drought tolerant. The Dischidia I already have is really, really easy to care for, so yeah, hopefully this one will be the same. But I just thought that was really pretty, and yeah, I don't ever remember having seen this before anywhere, to be honest. I don't think it's particularly rare or anything. Maybe it's just one of those plants that garden centres just don't really carry that often. I suppose some plants just don't really come through and don't get stocked as much, but yeah, I think this one's really nice. There were only two there as well, so I did spend a bit of time trying to decide which was best. I don't know if you do that when you buy plants. You try to get the best one, don't you? And then spend a little bit too much time trying to decide. But yeah, I really love this one. Really happy with it. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and do let me know in the comments what you think of the plants I bought, and if you have any of them, if you have any experience, I would love to hear it. I think so would everyone else, because it's really good to learn from each other too. And yeah, until next time, take care.